One of Neville Goddard's teachings that is very popular is assuming the state of the wish fulfilled. This simply means that when you're manifesting something, you're in that state of already having it. You're at the end already and you feel that. So I used to hear this teaching a lot, and I am very familiar with it because I am a Christian, and a lot of his teachings have, like, he'll use the Bible as reference, so which is good for me anyway. So the state of the wish fulfilled is the state of already having it, this faith that you have without having evidence in the 3D. And I used to find this very challenging. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, you're telling me to deny reality? That's crazy. However, I discovered that you can actually do this and it's quite normal. In fact, a lot of the teachings of personal development, such as 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, talk about begin with the end in mind. What does that mean? You already have a picture of what you want the end to look like, right? And I was like, oh my gosh, this is just a mode of thinking. It's a mode of rearranging the mind. Neville Goddard, again, has a lecture on rearranging the mind. So basically, if your calculation was A plus B equals C, now you're like C equals A plus B. Okay? So you're like, oh, think of the end first instead of thinking of the end last. It's that simple. In fact, it's so simple that people will get caught up in like weird terminologies. How do I do this? How do I do that? So I'm very practical, and this is what I found to help me. The 2 things I found to help me. Always stay in the state of the wish fulfilled when manifesting, as Neville Goddard teaches, and without getting out of it. All right? So the first thing that you do is you train yourself to think of the end first, right? Normally, when you have a goal, you normally think, okay, I want this thing, right? I want a car. So when you think that and you desire that and you write your goal down or your manifestation down, I want a car, you start to think about ways in which you can get a car. Think about like how I can get more money. You think about, the type of car you want, all that. You've already thought that in your desire, but like maybe you can increase your income. Maybe somebody can gift you, who can give you a car. You start to think of ways you can get this car. That's what normal people do. That's what most people do, okay? You want to get good grades. You're like, okay, what can I study? Do I study more? You think that first. All Neville was explaining, what the Bible was already trying to tell you was, instead of doing all that, how about you think of what that end will look like first before you move? So if you want the car, the example of the car, instead of just thinking, okay, what can I do to get the car now that I want a car? The first exercise you should do is think about that car. You already have it, okay? It's a done deal. Now that I have the car, that's all the sentences you start to say. Now that I have this car, how did I get here? We're not challenging the fact that the car is there. No, we're not striving. The car is already there. Now we're thinking from the end. So it's a very simple thing, but it's basically just changing the order of the 1 plus 1 equals 2. Now you're like, I'm at 2. How did I get to 2? Was it 1 plus 1? Was it 10 minus 8? I don't know. How did I get to 2? So think of the end first, right? So when you have your dreams and desires, you're going to train yourself to always think that I already have the thing, and think of the decode. It's more like decoding, or you're a detective, right? You are a detective. You're putting yourself in this state of this thing already happening, and now you're looking for the clues into how it happened. And this is what your aligned action will look like. It helps a lot with intuition, I've found. So the easiest way to do this is just that statement. Now that I already have this, then write down the steps, blah, blah, blah. If you get something is calling you to do it, then do it. If you're not getting an answer, it's fine. You don't need to think about the how, but the answer will come to you in whatever way. You'll see synchronicities, you'll see like little guidances here and there. But the point is, every time you think of your manifestation, think from already having it. Have these scenes, multiple scenes of you with that thing, and loop that over again. They don't need to be long and elaborate. Just think, okay, maybe you're trying to get fit. Always think of yourself as this person who's already fit, Like, wow, I'm so fit. How did I get here, It's so good. It feels so good to be, I wear this kind of clothes, this kind of pants, this kind of whatever, this size. how did I get here? It's so cool. You know, you could ask yourself such a question, or you could like, you could just feel into it. You could just be like, wow, now that I'm here, it feels like this. It's so normal for me to be here, blah, blah, blah. That's the first thought. The other thoughts that come is all right too. The second part of this exercise is your body language. Now, you can be yapping here and talking to us about how you are manifesting and you believe you already have it, yet your body language speaks of disappointment and you're so tired and you don't want to do it. So you're like, I have it, and you're rolling your eyes. It doesn't tarry, right? Because think about the excitement like a kid feels when they have their thing, or like how they're like, I have it. It's not a doubt. Sometimes it's even normal. Your body language is like, yeah, like, I'm not surprised by this thing. So notice if you're very tensed, or you're saying this thing and believing that you already have it, but your body language speaks that you don't believe it at all and you think this is crazy. So watch your body language, your how you are carrying yourself, because it's very easy to know. Like, you know how those people, those criminals, they can tell when somebody is new in a city. They're like, this one looks like a tourist. You want your body language to say, okay, yeah, this one has the car, this one has the job, this one, they're used to it, they get everything they want. God hears their prayers. They're not worried about it at all, because they know it's theirs already. That is the person you're gonna be. And think about an actor. If you're an actor playing a role, they'd probably say you're a bad actor because you're portraying somebody who has the thing, but you're like always asking the question, oh my gosh, where is it? That isn't really aligned to the person you're being. So when you be, that the thing will come. So I hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time. Bye.